Good morning, traders and investors. It's Monday, November 10th. Hopefully everyone had a nice weekend. We got snow here this morning. It's almost a snow day for school. The kids were a little bummed out they had to go to school, but we were out there driving in the white stuff, and I got a little clip of our house. It did a little bit of a makeover this weekend in anticipation of the snow. It's my favorite time of year. Anyway, let's take a look at the markets. We got a pretty big rally going on with equities, where the Nasdaq's up 1.5%. Now, let's just flip actually back to the QQQ and the SPY ETFs. We had that reversal, kind of what looks to be a reversal candle. We talked about this on Friday morning, saying it looks like we could see the market sell off, potentially see some panic selling, get it extreme oversold, and then could have a rebound. I said it was do or die day for the market. And we're not in the clear yet, but overall, it's had that washout low. It recovered back. We're going to have a huge gap up today. Now, I'm not a fan of gaps to the upside because gaps generally fill. But during big reversals and strong trends, sometimes these gaps get left behind. Kind of a gap over here. There was a big gap here. The market had gapped sharply higher. There's big gaps going way back on the charts, meaning we'll probably see them get filled at some point down the road in the next several months if we go into a bigger financial correction, when that eventually happens. I think it's just a matter of when we do have one. So overall, markets are set to open sharply higher. If we take a look at the S&P 500 futures, up 1% this morning, so a pretty strong rebound. Money's really piling into most things today. So money's moving into stocks. We are actually seeing bonds move down about 0.5%. So money might be flowing away from bonds and moving into different things. But we do have the dollar down a little bit today. Gold is up dramatically, up 2.5%. So it's having a nice pop and push to the upside. You can see here on the daily chart, silver up almost 4%. So having a very nice big pop and move. If we take a look at gold miners like GDX, they are... Not sure what they are trading higher this morning. Let's just take a quick peek here from where they closed on Friday to where they are right now. Miners are set to open up about 4%, at least GDX, which means SILJ could be up a lot more than that. So expect a big move in the metal space today, as I think we're seeing money really wanting to go risk on and also into precious metals. Let's take a look over at Bitcoin. It's up 2.5% with the NASDAQ or with the rest of the market, but overall Bitcoin, not the healthiest looking chart in the grand scheme of things. If we take a look at crude oil is relatively flat, kind of just trading sideways, trying to figure out what it is going to do. Again, it hasn't been anything too exciting. Every pop and rally fades out and fizzles down. If we do get back down into this lower range and it breaks down, then I think we're heading down to the mid 40s. And of course, that will probably, if it does break down, it'll probably be around some news or some bad economic data going from there. Let's just quickly touch on platinum. Platinum is up pretty nice this morning. We're seeing it up over 3.5%. Palladium is up over 3.25%. So the whole precious metal complex is coming back to life. And this is what we talked about back when we looked at gold previously, how it hit this beautiful measured move, had a hiccup, then it went into kind of FOMO, full-on FOMO territory. It has kind of reset. This is the first, I think, sharp pullback, and that I think we could see potentially 5,100, 5,200 in gold if it gets that traction and starts that next leg higher. So we'll see how this goes. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of emotions in the markets today. The stock having a huge pop and rally. I tried to protect everyone from panicking out on Friday with the stock market selling off with the big kind of pullback that we saw Friday morning, flushing down. It looked really ugly with a big long red bar to the bottom here. And I was letting everybody know, like, you're going to feel fear. You're going to feel like you want to make a trading decision, but let the market do what it's going to do first. And so we're going to see this bounce in the market today, and then we'll just have to go from there and adjust. Now, if we take a look over at the dollar index, had a little bit of a pullback over the past few sessions. If we just kind of zoom out on the chart a little bit, you can see we've got this rounding formation. Looks like eventually it looks like it's going to want to, fully turn up. I think we still have a pretty significant resistance zone right through here in terms of resistance on this chart. And of course, I think we're still going to have another really critical level to clear over here. So the dollar is turning around. It's still bottoming and kind of basing, but overall the pullback here is very controlled. I wouldn't be surprised if we see it pull back and dip a little bit more, before potentially trying to work its way and ratchet up the other side to break through these pivot highs and lows on the chart. But overall, we are seeing the dollar slowly work its way higher. We're seeing gold start to stabilize. They can move up together in this environment. Typically, it's what we've seen in the past. It has to be a very unique short-term market environment, and that's kind of what I think we're in. So we'll see how this unfolds, but a pullback in the dollar, or the dollar just trading sideways for a week or two, potentially would allow gold and silver and miners to really pop and run. Anyways, that's it for this morning. Check out this clip of the house and getting ready for the next season.